Hey, call me Shape. And today I'm reacting to a video titled Pretty Black Women Complaining Their Dream Man Rejected Them. Let's get right into it.
Because what I see is women that are, from their early 30s to their late 40s that are miserable because they really were fed a lie. I think I was one of these women in a leadership position that was like, wait it out, it'll be fine. Guess what? It's not fine. Like, it really isn't. And it's fine if you are one of those people that doesn't want to have a baby, but for a lot of women that isn't the case. And they've waited and they've waited and they've put their career first, and then when they've chosen to have babies, it's no longer their choice. And their frozen eggs didn't turn into embryos, and the embryos that they had didn't figure out into babies. What I'm seeing is just so many women that are miserable.
Today, we are not just going to be talking about females who put their career first to the point that they're unmarried and childless. We're also going to be talking about the females who are adamant on waiting for the guy that they deem to be the one. Adamantly waiting for the right guy to have those things with, to pursue any type of real relationship with, or to be a traditional wife or submissive. We are going to be looking at why they do it, and how long it takes them to do it, and where it actually leaves them. But let's take a look at what they're looking for first.
All my London girlies out there, set your price. Because a man has to meet you wherever your price is. Set your London girlies. Set your price today. If you decide that the minimum a guy has to do to take you out is he got to spend at least a stack, $1,000 on a date, set your price. Set it now.
Yeah. The only reason men bash women today is because they can't afford them. Because a woman will tell a man clear as day what she like and what she don't like. What kind of roses she like. Everything. Instead, he will go out and get what he like. And when he give it to her and she don't like it, she's ungrateful. She's not ungrateful. She's just not about to settle for what you can't afford. And let's talk about it. It's just clear as day. This shit had nothing to do about her being ungrateful. You just cannot afford what she like. Quit bashing women because you got to get your shit together. And don't bash her because her standards are high, nigga, and yours is low. She trying to put you up on game about what she like. Now, if she says she don't like them fucking roses, go get the ones that she like.
It's pretty clear that a lot of females have a price when it comes to a relationship or a marriage, or anything to do when it comes to pursuing them, when it comes to dating them and vetting or courting. Anything towards marriage, right? But I also want to take a look at when it comes to traditional standards. What happens when now a man is actually looking for a wife, a submissive wife, or a housewife, or any type of woman that is willing to uphold traditional values? What are they looking for in that sense?
My experience dating a Black American in the US. First of all, he assumed that he knew me because I'm Nigerian. There was no curiosity on his part to know me as a person. Secondly, he expected traditional roles, whatever that means. He expected me to be a traditional woman. So context, I love to keep my house clean, and he expected me to do the same thing when I come to his house. Like, if you really wanted your house cleaner than it is, why don't you clean it yourself? That's how you show me what your expectations are, by doing it yourself. And so, what most people fail to realize when they expect a traditional woman is that it comes at a cost. Can you afford it? You want to go 50-50 and still expect a traditional woman? That's not going to work. No.
What is happening is a lot of females are treating their careers the same way they treat their dream man. They will literally put their primal years on a pause just to pursue this dream man, this unicorn that either exists or doesn't exist. But in their eyes, it's worth every weight, it's worth every year that is knocked down and taken from their prime years, because they think that at some point in life it's going to happen. Well, this is where it takes an interesting turn. Let's see if it actually does happen.
It's probably not going to happen for most girls. Shout out to Remnant Princess, dropping another banger. Check out to this beautiful black girl on my screen right now. But I got smoke. And the first smoke I got is the homegirl was saying, oh, he don't got enough money. He can't afford you. So, a lot of girls try to say that you gotta have a certain amount of money to date. If you don't got a certain amount of money, you shouldn't date. I got a response for that. Ladies, if you're not fit, you shouldn't be dating. Don't be dating. No, we want you fit. So if you're going to be on a dating market, how about this? You got to be fit. Y'all want us to have money, right? Y'all want us to be complete. Y'all want us to be successful, money, look good. We know how to treat you, right? Well, this is our requirements. You need to be fit. How about that? Okay, everybody's throwing down their demands. Oh, my standards. What about his standards? What about his standards? You guys be forgetting, we have standards too. Men don't grow on trees, okay? You can't just walk outside and pick us off a tree. If you can, it's a low-hanging fruit. Literally. Okay? And I think it's funny because they say we only hate on them because we can't afford them. I don't think anyone could afford modern women. Modern women's way too expensive. They're expensive used cars. It's exactly what they are. And think about this, right? The more you use a car, right, you got to change the oil, right? Y'all forgot to change the oil. Y'all didn't even change the oil, so now the engine is running all shady and shaky. Yeah. So that's modern women for you. Expensive used cars. Hey, listen up, Shape Squad. If you're enjoying the content and want to support the channel, right now you could buy me a coffee. That's right, buy me a coffee. You could click the link in the description or use my QR code to make a one-time or monthly donation. It's easy, simple, and it goes a long way. All your support goes to funding the channel and keeping it safe from you know what. And it allows me to make better content and even collaborate with other content creators. So thank you for rocking with me. Now let's get right back to the content.
I don't even think I can see myself in a proper loving relationship. I don't think any man would love me because clearly every man that comes my way thinks I'm like, they treat me like their second option. But that's because I allow it, And it's like, do you even love yourself then, babes? Stop thinking about man and work on yourself, basically. That's the conclusion I came to. But me love man, me love cocky, me love, so me don't know how me I gonna do this, but me I gonna do it. Don't worry, me I gonna do it. Me I gonna do it.
Damn! So not one man ever looked at me and said, let me put this bitch up. Let me buy this bitch a Range Rover, an Escalade, or a Porsche. She can pick any Birkin or Chanel bag she want every fucking Tuesday. And all she have to worry about is what hairstyle she gonna wear, what she gonna wear, drink lemon drops with her friends just to go gossip. Not one man? I am not the bitch I think I am.
Are you ready for marriage?
Me, am I ready for marriage?
At 31, what's he doing?
No, I'm not ready for marriage.
Why? This is the problem. This is why us 30-year-olds are single, because people our age range are not serious. I don't choose to be single.
What do you mean
I can't marry myself. I can't date myself. But the thing is, people my age range, they're not freaking serious. They're playing about people like you. I'm not ready to get married. Who am I going to marry then? A 25-year-old that's ready to get married?
Why not?
He's ready and he's 25.
Yes, I'm saying, you can. It's free game.
I'm not doing that.
I'm saying, if you see a 35 years old that is ready to get a 25 years old, why not?
I'm absolutely not doing that.
You should prioritize your happiness.
Please, I'm not.
I think I'm gonna get hate for this, but whatever. I approached a black man this week at like a dating event, and he was not interested in me, and that by itself is like not a great story, right? I tried to shoot my shot. He was not interested. I moved on. But immediately after I walked away from this man, he went up to a group of 5 white women and he introduced himself to all of them. And then I kind of observed out of like the corner of my eye for the rest of the evening, this man was only going up and talking to different white women. Later that night, another very attractive black man came in, the exact same thing, only talked to the white women that were in the room. There were maybe 6 or 7 black women throughout. And I could tell, I would look over at the black women occasionally, they would be looking, we would all be observing the same thing. We're all thinking the same thing, right? And as someone who has reviewed a bunch of different like dating events, I have seen this play out so many times where you walk into a room, the black women are looking for other black men and the black men are not looking for black women.
At this point, I've accepted that I'm just gonna have to be single forever and ever, because let me just give a quick story time, so I'm talking to this guy. I really like him, he's so cute, he's so sexy, and really feeling him, and he's getting to know me, talking to me, putting in so much effort, and just doing everything right, giving me money, paying for my groceries, doing all of the above, can't complain. Tell me why yesterday I had to put him out. Tell me why I've gone through his phone. And that's why, girls, if you want to stay happy, don't go through a guy's phone, because they're going to do it every single time. Literally, they're going to really disappoint you every single time. Tell me why I've gone through his phone and I'm seeing that he's just talking to bare different girls. And I'm just like, okay. And obviously he tried apologising, but obviously I'm not trying to hear that. Like, I really don't want to talk to you anymore, and there's nothing you can really say. But I just want to know, why do you guys do that? Why do you guys do that? Because it doesn't make any sense. Like, you know, it really doesn't. And I just don't get it. I honestly don't get it. I'm really fuming right now.
How y'all feel like it is?
It don't make sense in a woman's eyes, but it makes a lot of sense in my eyes. I get it. I think it makes a lot of sense to me. I mean, you said you found him attractive, right? You said he was giving you an allowance, right? He was giving you money, right? Yeah. If he could attract you, he could attract other women. If he could give money to you, he could give money to other women. So why is he doing it? Because he could do it. Right? And it's not the same. I know y'all want us to be the same. I know. Listen, I think fornication is bad. It's a sin, right? I don't think it's uniquely a sin more for men than it is for women. However, I do think women pay a higher price in general because your life is so tied to your ability to conceive a child. So if you look at your instruments, your organs, your God-given uterus as something that's sacred, you don't want to share it around. So trying to get men to behave like this doesn't make sense because we have seed. And supposedly, we produce, 300 million sperm cells a day? 400 million? Right? Where women, they're born with all the eggs that they will ever have. They're from birth. They're born with them. So, I think that's why. I think we want to chase this world of equality where we're all equal. Nothing in the Bible says we're all equal. I know most people don't agree with the Bible, and that's fine. You don't have to agree with the truth. You don't have to. The truth doesn't need you to agree with it or believe in it. But, it's obvious that we have different designs for different purposes. Think about why your tools have different designs. If I show you one hammer and I show you another hammer, one hammer is really tiny and really small, and then one hammer is really large, clearly they're not for the same assignment. Neither is men and women. This is why, our focus is really building wealth, be able to provide and be able to protect. And as we get older, we have the more of the capacity to do it. But women, as they get older, they have less of capacity to fulfill their biological assignment. Just saying.
How y'all feel like it is dating in the industry?
Ew. Honestly, that's how I feel right now.
Ew.
In this very moment.
Yeah.
Like, I'm ill with it, disgusted with it, the men, everything. It's
trash.
It's no growth, And as I'm becoming more of a woman, I want something serious.
Yes. You want to get married. You want to have kids.
I want to get married. I want to have kids. I want to do the traditional thing.
Yeah.
Nothing's serious these days. Everybody want to be outside. Everybody want the next best thing.
Yeah. What about you?
I love love. Like, I love down. Like, I just don't like how everybody's mindset right now is just to instantly gratify themselves. Like, everybody just... For one, the guys in the industry that we are in, or because I just said I'm not in the industry. But
you in it, sis.
Right, okay, but
the type of guys that we like, they just want to say they've had everybody.
Exactly.
Like, it's not, nobody really trying to pursue you, nobody really trying to take you serious. So it's like, what I keep facing is just, it will make me be like, ew. But I do want love. I love love.
I'm very mad at Jesus right now because it's like, if you knew that I would not experience the love that I give to others, to see all this stuff on social media and see other people getting loved the way I want to be loved, and then when it's time for me to have a chance at something, I always get let down and I always have to put myself back together after getting disappointed. Like, I just don't get it. Like, but it is sad though. Like, I wanted to be able to get married and have kids, but it seems like I'm always the second option. I'm never good enough. Like, it's always something else. It's always a reason why I can't really get back what I give, and I don't understand it. But I'm done trying. I'm done giving myself. I'm done wanting what I always wanted since I was young, you know, and
this is where it ultimately leaves a lot of females. Now, I know they're gonna say a lot of things. They're gonna say, well, what do you want from me? You don't want me to have standards. You don't want me to find the right man. You just want me to have children and get married to any man. No, no one is saying that. But there is a clear pattern that a lot of you females have over and over again, is looking for a particular guy to fit the bill that you want. But none of them, even the ones that do and can, are not willing to. What I'm seeing a lot of times is that a lot of females have a type that they all want but just can't have, and he's always above average. See, a lot of these guys have already been through a lot of these type of females. Just because you're a different person doesn't mean you don't have the same mentality and the same characteristics as all the other females that he's been through. Whether she's in her 20s, 30s or 40s, he's already been there, done that. It's just another day and you're just another chick, but the same type of mindset that he had the other day. Now, when you really look at it like that, there's nothing special about you and you are nowhere near to the type of woman that he's actually going to want to marry. Females will gaslight average men into saying that they're the red flags just because they're not their type, but in reality, it's females who are red flags to their type. That's why they're treated one way. They're treated the same every single time, no matter what, because he doesn't see you fit to being anything that he looks for in a wife. If anything, you...
Not at all. We don't see them to be wives at all. And the funny part about that is that I think, you know, looking at some of these women, they have all the resources they need to get married, but they're not using any of them. None of them. In fact, they're going out their way and they're self-sabotaging themselves to a community of men that would be more than enough for them, right? So imagine you make so much money as a woman that instead of finding a man that you could build a family with, you go out and buy his sperm. You're too good for any man. You're too good for any man that you could meet online, in person, but you're not too good for the guy that's going to donate his sperm for some quick cash. You're not too good for that. You should carry his child. Right? And this is why I say, you know, we're in a spiritual warfare. People think it's a gender war. It's not a gender war. It's a spiritual war. Good versus evil. Right? God versus his enemies. Which side you going to be on? We know which side the women on. Right? The feel good love. Love is love. Evil is evil, no matter, even if you love it or not. Even if you love it or not. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you over there.